Pregame.com.
Friday night NFL preseason action. We've got the Cleveland Browns, Detroit Lions. VR, I don't know about you. I'm jacked up. I'm ready for this football season. Preseason action. I know a lot of guys, they don't like to bet preseason games, but I think there's spots where you can get some real good value, and I think this is one of those games.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I think there's a ton of value in the preseason. It's just you got to put in a little more work because of the fact you're not seeing that regular team week in and week out. Each coach is going to play his rotation differently. Starters are going to see a different amount of time. But looking at the lines and the way the books are willing to adjust and how quickly they're willing to adjust, they don't have as much confidence as they do during the regular season. That tells me there's value.
Absolutely. In preseason's the only time you're going to see NFL lines move 2
Sure.
points, sometimes 3 points in a very short period of time, because once the quarterback rotations or something comes in and then the wise guys step in, these guys move numbers quickly. This game here, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to line up on the Detroit Lions for one reason. And the head coach for the Lions, he's had a great history in preseason action, is Schwartz has gone 10-2 straight up in his career as a head coach.
Yeah, but he had something to prove early on, brother.
You hit it right on the head, and it's the whole basis for my play. This guy, when he first came to the Lions were a team in disarray.
Yeah.
They had been perennial losers.
Bags over the head when you're in the stands.
He wanted to install a winning attitude.
Sure.
It'd go out and, didn't matter when it was, we're playing to win. Now the stakes are different. This team has gone through that progression, and they enter this season with a lot of expectations. Everybody remembers last year, that great start they had. There was talk about them going.
The undefeated season. It
And I
rolled over
actually
from the
heard that
preseason.
there was
Someone went out and bet that they
Yeah.
wouldn't go undefeated.
I don't know who that guy was that had the stones to, put that
Lay
kind
that
of
kind
money
of
on
big,
it.
but that was like free money. They started off 4-0 in the preseason. It rolled right into the regular season. And I think this year, I agree with you. It's a little bit different. If I had to say the number one priority for the Detroit Lions this year in preseason, it's stay healthy.
Absolutely.
And with running back Javad Best concussion, who won't play come Friday, I think Detroit right now doesn't want to see any other star go down.
On the flip side to this, and when you break down preseason games, you're looking at rotations and things. Cleveland actually really surprised me that they went ahead and named the rookie.
You have
the
to.
starter.
You had to do it, though. You don't want that. You're still going to have a battle marker, but you want to do that. That uncertainty is the worst thing for a team, because when you have two young quarterbacks, not just one, Whedon and McCoy are both young, so neither guy has the respect of the team yet. I could see if there was a veteran in there, but with neither guy having the respect of his teammates, the only way you're going to gain that respect is out on the football field. So you got to name a number one guy. Now, if he goes out there and he chokes and fails, it's not a big deal putting McCoy back in. But I like the move that they made.
Well, I like the move for this game, and this is why. Because we talk about quarterback rotations and setup. That's going to put Colt McCoy in against the second unit.
And he's going to want to show his stuff.
He is going to have a big chip on his shoulder, and you're going to see him. And we see this happen every year around training camps. You always see a backup that plays very well.
Yeah, and
It's
you're like,
because
maybe he should start. That's when the bloggers start blogging in Cleveland. And
it's the backup
Yeah.
playing against the Matt Flynn. He put up big numbers for the Packers.
Yeah.
He'd come in after Aaron Rodgers would get his token.
Clean up duty.
And he'd be going against, second and third string. And let's face it, some of these teams in preseason, when you get to their third and fourth, second and third, fourth units, it's bad. And they've got a huge advantage. So I think this rotation, because what we said about Detroit not having to prove anything this preseason, just get in there and get ready for the regular season. And Cleveland is a team now in transition that's made some wholesale changes. They want to establish a winning.
So you like Cleveland. The line opened 4.5. It's down to 3. I think it's going to start going back up. Once the public gets involved, they're going to back the Detroit Lions at home. No one's going to want to take Cleveland. So I think if you're going to bet the dog, you want to wait till later, because you already missed the number. It's not going to go to 2.5. Exactly. But if you want to bet the favorite, you might want to get it now. I agree with you on the Cleveland side. The other thing I want to add is maybe take a look at the total as well, because I think we're going to see a lot of running from both of these teams. You got 5 guys with 3 years or less experience at running back for the Detroit Lions, and with Javad Best down, they're going to want to run the ball. Stafford, they don't want him to get hurt. He's going to play 1 or 2 series. Then you're going to see Sean Hill, 10-year veteran, and then you're going to see what the kid from Boise State's going to do in third string. So I got to tell you, I think we may want to look at the under with this too, and with Cleveland, and it might be one of those low-scoring, ugly games.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to come out swinging and make our first video best bet of the season for football. I'm going to take the Browns. I'm going to make them plus the 3 points, and like you said, wait till game day because I don't think you're going to get any worse than
Not
plus
on
3.
the dog pound.
You might get that half point back on Friday. So there you have it. Cleveland is my video best bet. You know the drill. When we have our video best bet, we give you a coupon where you can save $10. The coupon's going to be Browns 10. All one word, Browns and the number 10. You enter it in the coupon section when you check out, and you can deduct $10. And you know what happens if the package is only $10.
Drinks are on the house.
On the house. Somebody doesn't like that too often, so we've got to be careful with that one. All right, he's Vegas Runner. I'm Marco D'Angelo. We're going to be right back here on pregame.tv. We're going to look at Saturday baseball. Big game, Washington and Arizona, the best team in baseball, the Washington Nationals. We'll be right back.